Speaker of the House Laurie Jinkins, who would be one of, if not the most powerful Democrat in the House or the Senate, she has a utter disdain, I found out today, for the initiative process.
I'm very saddened when I think about why the initiative process was established in this state. To have a populist approach it was really like the big railroad barons that folks didn't want taking over the state, and they wanted the people to be able to legislate. So now what do we have is an ultra-wealthy multi-millionaire buying his way onto the ballot and putting initiatives on the ballot that are going to benefit his ultra-wealthy status.
My jaw probably dropped if the camera was on me, because it just felt condescending, I think, toward Washingtonians who have a brain and can think for themselves. Regardless of who's sponsoring the initiatives exist, and people are smart enough to read them, to learn about them, and to decide whether they want to sign them. To make some sort of suggestion, which is how it came across to me, that these 400,000 plus people who signed, all 6 of them, were coerced into doing it by some millionaire who benefits from it. Now, my bigger issue with her comment in vilifying Brian Haywood, who is financially backing these initiatives, is her moral hypocrisy. Because she has said nothing in the past when rich men backed initiatives that she agreed with. You mentioned the millionaire backing these initiatives, Brian Haywood, and that it's an effort to buy policy. Did you speak out against Paul Allen and Nick Hanauer spending millions of dollars on Initiative 1639, which strengthened gun control in 2018?
What did 1639 do?
Strengthen gun control. They spent millions of dollars on it as billionaires, so do you feel the same way about that investment?
I do think that the initiative process is established in Washington State, what was set out. I'm not an originalist, but it is sad that when big financial interests take over a process, the good thing I think about Initiative 1639 is that it was something that was overwhelmingly supported by voters in Washington State. If not every county in the state, nearly every county in the state voted in favor of that initiative, if I remember correctly. So I don't remember what I spoke about or what I didn't speak about.
We know what you spoke about and what you didn't speak about. We have searched all the deep corners of the internet, and we cannot find any example of House Speaker Laurie Jinkins speaking out about Paul Allen and Nick Hanauer giving $1 million each to the initiative pushing new firearm regulations in Washington State in 2018. The other thing I just want to correct and clarify there is when she said this.
The good thing I think about Initiative 1639 is that it was something that was overwhelmingly supported by voters in Washington State. If not every county in the state, nearly every county in the state voted in favor of that initiative, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you don't remember correctly, because that's not true. That's not true at all, not even close. In fact, twice as many counties in Washington State voted against Initiative 1639. It still passed because, of course, the counties that mattered in Washington State for voting, the most populous counties, King, Pierce, Snohomish, they voted in favor of it. But to suggest, blindly, I guess, to the best of her recollection, when just a few minutes earlier, she acted as if she'd never heard of 1639 in her life and needed me to explain it to her to give her time to think about how she would answer my legitimate question pointing out her moral hypocrisy. Now, all of a sudden, she's an expert on 1639 and remembers that every county in the state, or almost every county in the state, voted in favor of it when, in fact, twice as many voted against it. So a lot of L's happening down in Olympia today.